This interview technique is designed to get the young person you're interviewing to create a visual representation of the technologies they use and the ways in which they use them. The young person and the interviewer can then use this visual representation as a point of reference throughout the interview. By asking the young person to describe what they have drawn, you are able to elicit rich data on their technological universe. You will be provided with a sample map to show to the participant to help them to understand what you are asking of them. You should begin by providing the young person with a blank piece of paper and some coloured pens. You should ask the young person to draw or write "my technology" in the centre of the paper. You should then ask them to visually represent in words or pictures all the different types of technology they use or have access to. For example, laptops, school computers, cameras and mobile platforms such as smartphones or iPods. The key thing here is not whether they own the technology or not, but whether they use it on a regular basis. During this process, you may wish to prompt the young person to help them to think of all the different types of technology that they may use or have access to. Once they have visually represented all the platforms they use, you should encourage the young person to depict how and what they use each separate platform for. For example, the young person here uses her home laptop for accessing social networking sites, checking her emails and browsing the internet. Whereas, as you will see shortly, she only uses her school computer for word processing and checking of emails. You may also wish to ask the young person where, when, why and with whom they use these technologies. This will enable the young person to inform you about the distinctions they draw when using technology in different locations. You may also wish to ask if mobile technologies such as smartphones are used in a different way to technologies such as desktop PCs. Once you are satisfied that the map is complete, the young person should be handed a green pen and asked to draw around all the technology they use to talk about their health to their friends and peers. As you can see, the young person here uses a variety of technology, including phone calls, text messaging from her iPhone, chat rooms, and social networking to talk about her health to her peers. Once the young person has done this, they should be asked to draw around the technology they use to talk about their health to their clinical teams in a blue pen. The young person here has highlighted phone calls. They should then be handed a red highlighter and asked to draw around all the technology they can use to talk about their health to their friends or peers, whether they do actually use it or not. Once this is done, they should then be asked to highlight in orange all the technology they can use to talk about their health to their clinical teams, whether they do use this or not. They should then be given a brown pen and asked to cross out all the technologies that they can use but don't like to use. During this process, you should encourage the young person to expand verbally on the reasons why they do not like using these technologies in this way. This interview technique should help you to explore with the young person's attitude to communicating about their health using technology in a manner that is non-threatening and encourages them to take ownership of the interview process. Good luck!